What would happen to someone if you, like, doused them with a fire... Oh, holy shit. Sorry, I don't know if you guys could hear that. I might not have the audio, but Charmy just screamed in my fucking face. Anyways, what do you think would happen to someone if you just douse them in a fire extinguisher? Like, you just absolutely murk them. I think we should run that up. Actually, next time I see one of the bros, it's actually a rap for them. Yeah, I don't think I've played this one. Well, I'm not sure they would appreciate that. Tag that one homie who you would definitely annihilate with a fire extinguisher. I remember one time, I was in this hallway. I won't name the location. And there's like this piece of paper that's like printed, and I set fire to it. And I'm racing as my old favorite character from when I was a kid versus my current favorite character. Definitely the best. Silver's definitely so underrated as a character. I think it's just because I love Shadow. Shadow's cool. But in terms of like what's gonna make a character my favorite, being cool as hell, but kind of like dark, brooding, and emo, I don't know. Oh my god. That's like not my not gonna be my favorite character. This is the worst map in the game. Holy fuck. I forgot about this. Oh my god. I don't know, it might just be me, but when you got the fucking snow shooting at you, that shit is impossible. So different characters are different, like, types, I think. You have, like, speed, acceleration, boost, handling. Like, so you have different types of cars, and then you have, like, characters that are better suited to certain cars, but you can create your own builds and race with, like, somebody who's got a high handling stat and, like, a speed car. Oh, yeah, this is the fucking... Oh, no, it's... Yeah, see, it's the fucking Sweet World, bro. What's up with this? Why have we got a Sweet World? I don't remember Sonic going here. Do you reckon Sonic... possible for Sonic characters to get diabetes? Like, they're... Like, what if in the next movie the plotline is, like... I don't know. Dr. Eggman's... Oh, well, I suppose Dr. Eggman can get cancer. He's a human. What if the plotline is, like, Tails? Tails has got, like, stage 4 leukemia. Poor Tails. And they like, upload him to a digital database. And then, called miles per hour. And then they have Tails via the system. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. That's probably a bad idea for the movie. I feel like you couldn't make any Tails merch with Tails being dead. I wonder if Charmy will ever be in the movies. Yeah, probably if we get Sonic 6 or something. They'll have to do Team Chaotix in Sonic 6. I don't know how much more you could do. I mean, will we get will we get a sixth Sonic film? I mean, that would be pretty fucking cool, but I was surprised we got 2. I remember when Sonic 1 was coming out, my people telling me it's gonna suck. And it did suck. Oh my god. Kill yourself, Silver. How does Sonic, like, explain, like, why does Oma Chow exist again? Flying robot that gives you advice appears at random. It's like when you're playing a Lego video game, and there'll be a floating, like, question mark. How is that possible? I suppose it is all made of Lego. Well, yeah, the only real Lego game is the Lego Movie video game. Everywhere else is just set with, like, real textures, but it's Lego as well as Lego. So it's weird. Wonder how that works. What do the Lego people think of other materials? So they're made of the same stuff that certain things are built out of. And there are certain mountains and shit that are built out of Lego. And there's certain things that are built out of Lego. And then it's just other shit that is just fully made out of fucking... made out of stone, made out of just normal human materials that they couldn't, that Lego Society probably couldn't make. I mean, that doesn't seem possible. How would they even, Lego does not have the ability to break actual material. Like, it's so flimsy. Plus, when they eat, like, Lego food, surely that feels like Lego flesh. Like, if you're eating Lego chicken, that's not going to taste any different to eating, like, the torso piece of your best friend. Like, it's going to be the exact same, because it's going to be the same material. I don't... well, sure, say I'm deeping it too much. It's not meant to be deeped. Well, they should have fucking thought about that, okay? Lego, I remember reading something about Lego being Danish, but isn't it all... well, it's probably all made in China. That's where ice cream is as well. China makes all the ice cream. Although New Zealand eats the most ice cream per capita, we are the biggest New Zealand. We are the biggest New Zealand. We are the biggest ice cream eaters in the world. Me, I quite like. There's this place called Duck Island, and the boysenberry. I think it's boysenberry cheesecake ice cream. That is the best. That is my absolute favorite. I also like the apple crumble one. That one's really good. I get the ambrosia one as well, dude. Yeah, I'm so like. I can't really stomach having too much sweet shit, right? But when it comes to fucking that place, I'll get like 3 flavors. There is nothing stop. They do normal flavors, but a lot of them are vegan as well. That's kind of, and honestly, you can't tell. I really like the ambrosia flavor, but I think that one's just gluten-free. I don't think it's vegan. It might be vegan, but it doesn't really make a difference. You can do some crazy shit with vegan food nowadays. I think it is a little bit strange how we're creating food, like meat. Like, plant-based meat isn't too bad. I just want to know what they're doing with the plants. Like, I mean, I'm sure people know what they're doing with the plants. I'm not informed about what they're doing with the plants. How are they creating that? That doesn't seem right. I mean, if it's made out of, like, normal shit that people already put in their system, I think that's fine. But, like, have you seen the CEO of Campbell's being like, yeah, people who eat my... what the hell just happened? Oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah, people who eat my soup are, fucking brokies. They shouldn't be eating that. We put experimental, lab-grown meat in there. You know? Like, that shit is crazy. He's just saying, well, yeah, like, the people eating that, probably have no money, you know? They're probably doing worse. Yeah, you made it that way, bro. You mean you're... oh, well. It's low-key crazy that they would put... they would do that to people. Why would you put lab-grown meat, like experimental meat, in the fucking... in the supermarket? Like, I know that if you go to, like, a Dollar Tree in the USA, you go to somewhere cheap, you can get that shit in, like, stock for heaps, and families do that. He knows that. Why would you, like, purposely put an experimental food, bro? That's crazy. For profits. For profits. I know why. But the reason why I'm saying why is to point out how ridiculous it is. And yet, there's, like, just the inability to never do anything about problems. Oh, yes. The people in charge are actively killing people and doing terrible things, but just vote them out, guys. Just vote them out. It'll be fine. We'll just wait them out. Oh, it just keeps happening, and it's been the same reoccurring problem for years, and it seems like no matter who you vote, nothing changes. Oh, maybe we should just slightly rethink the system. You know, I think all it takes is one civil uprising to reorganize a nation. I don't think it's that hard. If you're a civilized people that notice corruption and don't stand for it, and then you kick the corruptors out, then I see no reason why once you install your own system it can't function like double as well. I don't see why it can't be a quick fix. You know, we oust the polluters from power, and then we elect people that want the best for the earth. Boom, done. Not that hard. I figured it out, guys. I've never seen a blue whale. I've seen dolphins. They had dolphins. I remember the first time I saw dolphins. They showed up just at this beach, at this local beach near where I live. And dolphins wouldn't show up. Like, that was pretty fire, right? Because I remember during the lockdown, the dolphins, like, certain, like, marine life showed back up to Venice. Because, like, all the people we're gone and like certain levels of like emissions or pollutions and like activity in the water had like decreased enough to the point where certain animals felt safe enough to return. Isn't that crazy? We couldn't just like, I don't even know why they don't like think about it as like, oh yes, let's look after the environment so we can advertise dolphins to people in the harbor. Like imagine you're on your canoe. You're in your Venetian boat with your lovely wife. And then a dolphin sails up to you and is like, "Yo, what's up, bro? I'm a dolphin." I feel like I'm getting pretty lit there. Like that seems like a pretty turnt scenario. I've never been to Venice. Uh, I would love to go. That sounds like a lovely thing to do. Maybe I'll go when I'm in when I'm maybe I could. Well, there's not a lot I really want to see. What's in Venice? Uh, I actually don't even know. Are there any famous films filmed there? I haven't watched many movies. I remember correctly. Okay, I actually haven't seen the film, but I think it's in the trailer for the No Way Home, Spider-Man No Way Home. No, wait, is which is whichever the fuck. The one where I remember Jake Gyllenhaal was teased in it, and that's why I was watching the trailer. So I was like, oh yeah, that's another actor I recognize. I recognize that face. Have you guys seen the No, bro. Do you know how much aura Sydney Sweeney is losing by the minute? That bob cut is crazy. That is the most conservative look I've ever seen. I think she's gonna become like a political figure very well. She already kind of is with her Jeans interview. You know, she's a white supremacist. Well, okay, she did the interview where it's like, if I feel passionately about something, I'll speak up, and it's like, you should feel passionate about a lot of things right now, and yet you haven't spoken up. So, you know, I think she's a racist, but hey, we'll let Sydney Sweeney decide for herself if she's a racist, you know? I shouldn't I shouldn't dictate that for her. I wonder who secretly is like, well, okay, I wonder who is like the other Diddy. Like so because you have Diddy and he's a musician, but who's the like you have Jeffrey Epstein, who's like the billionaire world leader Diddy. You have well, I feel like Diddy is like the music Epstein. I don't know, but they all fit into the niche. There is the big villain of each. I wonder who it is in the acting world. I think it's Leonardo DiCaprio. I think he's cooked. He seems a little scummy. Oh, fuck this shit, bro. I actually can't lose this. Or maybe it's... Well, isn't it... What's up? Who's that actor? Quentin Tarantino that likes feet? I hear he's a little weird. Well, obviously, certain actors were on the island. And certain actors would hang out. Well, like, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Leonardo DiCaprio is a big fan of those Diddy parties. I think. Well, have you seen the stuff where 50 Cent's documentary has, like, apparently a clip of Diddy admitting to assassinating Tupac? I mean, realistically, we all know he did it. But isn't that crazy? What kind of career Tupac could have had? I think the FBI would have gotten to Tupac as well. He's too much of like an upstanding figure in black history. He would have been too important, bro. You wouldn't be able to have people like Kanye West if Tupac stayed around because they can't the media doesn't like an articulate black man. They can't stand for it. Like that Ian Wright clip about Jude Bellingham plays for Real Madrid. He says like the media isn't ready for a black player who really just owns himself. Who isn't like ashamed. Who isn't like a humble work like N'Golo Kante. I think was the comparison they made. Like a black player with like a personality. They don't like it. And I mean, you oppress these people, and they've made it, like, you make their race a part of the identity. You make their success in race kind of tied together when you're, like, complaining about them acting out. Let's go. But yo, that's that, you know. They be doing some fuck shit sometimes. And they really shouldn't be on that kind of timing, you know. It's not the right timing. Alright, I'm out of here.